You've seen Real Madrid turn around tough situations, almost impossible games. Yesterday's game wasn't one of those, but what happened against Olympiacos was different, and extremely important. It wasn't just another comeback. It was an emotional earthquake that started long before the opening whistle and ended with that unexpected hug between Vinicius Jr. and Xabi Alonso. A night when the team that was supposedly in crisis, the team many people had already given up on, showed unity and resilience. Real Madrid won, but what you didn't see from this madness is what changes everything. And that's what I'm going to show you now. So, if you love football and are a cool person who wants to help, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It would really help me a lot. Thank you. The match began under heavy tension. Inside the club, the atmosphere was so intense that it felt like some people already wanted to jump ship. Mbappe arrived at the stadium with a face that said it all. He barely stepped into the locker room and already looked disconnected from the game. Though a few hours later, everything would make sense. Because yes, Real Madrid scored 4 goals. But it could have been 6, 7, 8. The comeback happened, but the man who built this victory has a full name: Vinicius Jr. Vini didn't just play well. He played for everyone. He ignited the team, the stadium, and even the coach. But an hour earlier, things were completely different. Olympiacos opened the scoring, and Xabi Alonso looked halfway out the door. Arms crossed, tense posture, trying to command a team that simply wasn't reacting. But when you have players at Real Madrid's level, everything depends on a spark. Vini picks up the ball with the hunger of a comeback, finds Mbappe with a spectacular pass, and the Frenchman sprints back with the ball under his arm to restart the game. That was the beginning of the comeback. The Brazilian and the Frenchman, so often compared, so often analyzed, were celebrating as a duo, as leaders. And if Vini was the engine, Mbappe was the hammer. A hat-trick in just 8 minutes. 3 goals from a player who looked disconnected before the match, but who transformed in that moment. And he himself admitted, none of it would have happened without Arda Güler's perfect cross, without Valverde organizing the play, without Trent changing the match with his pinpoint long balls. And yes, Güler and Trent are getting more and more in sync. But while the team grew, some suffered. Camavinga, who started the game distributing incredible passes, ended up feeling sick. He vomited at halftime due to a strong cold and had to come off. Xabi, meanwhile, was trying to reorganize everything on the bench, but part of the staff seemed to barely listen, while Vinicius approached to give his own perspective of what he saw on the field. It was as if everyone knew things could get complicated, and they did. Real Madrid struggled at the end. Mbappe showed tension. Players asked for calm. Xabi almost lost control. But before the match, something even heavier had happened. Raúl Asensio didn't participate in the pitch inspection because he was dealing with a very serious family matter. Even so, he traveled and he played. And he was subbed off thinking the game was under control. But it wasn't. And then we reached the most symbolic moment of the night. The final whistle blows. The team suffered, but won. And Xabi Alonso does something no one expected. He calls Vinicius. The Brazilian hugs the coach. It was more than gratitude. It was recognition. Vinicius, the player some claimed was undermining Alonso, was the one who saved him. Real Madrid, a team that seemed to be sinking, now has 12 points. And believe it or not, if they win their next 3 games, they could still be in contention for the league lead. Something that, days ago, seemed almost impossible. Let's quickly see what Xabi Alonso said.
Has dicho nada más sentarte que quería resaltar la victoria por la posición y por el hecho de 3 partidos que no habían salido las cosas bien. Dijiste ayer que estas situaciones la han vivido más entrenadores. ¿Te has quitado un peso encima con lo de hoy?
No. Yo lo llevo con mucha más tranquilidad de la que os podéis esperar. No soy novato en esto y sé que el camino es largo, ¿no? Y el camino no es siempre un camino de rosas, ¿no? Hay que saber convivir con curvas complicadas, no hay que volverse loco, hay que ser críticos, tener autoexigencia, saber cuándo no reconocerlo, pero saber que siempre hay un siguiente partido y que hay que mirar siempre hacia adelante.
Todo el mundo va a hablar de Mbappé, ha marcado 4 goles, pero yo te quería preguntar por el partido de Vinicius. Le acabas de destacar, ha hecho un partidazo, ha podido marcar un golazo, ha marcado un gol que tampoco ha valido. ¿Qué nos puedes decir de él?
Me da mucha pena el gol anulado, porque es una jugada que ayer le hablamos y que bueno, le hubiese dado una buena sensación de marcarlo, porque es un gol típico suyo, entrando de fuera adentro, al palo largo. Y me da mucha pena que se invalidara, pero luego aparte la combinación y la conexión que han tenido con Kylian, las 2 asistencias, el impacto que ha tenido, o sea que en general con las dificultades que teníamos, porque luego Eduardo en el descanso no podía, a Raúl también tenía unas molestias en el isquio, o sea que hoy ha sido un partido del momento, que lo hemos sacado y con cosas positivas, los goles de Kylian, el rendimiento de Vini y otros jugadores también que lo han hecho bien.
Sí, está con nosotros el MVP del partido, Kylian Mbappé, que ha hecho 4 goles hoy. ¿Cómo se siente uno, Kylian, habiendo hecho por primera vez en tu carrera en Champions 4 goles en un partido hoy con el Real Madrid?
No, muy feliz. Me recuerdo más de la victoria del equipo, me recuerdo más de todas las acciones positivas que hemos tenido durante el partido. Marcamos 4 goles colectivos de una gran calidad y volvemos a Madrid con los 3 puntos, fue el objetivo del equipo. Al final somos felices y yo también.
Ojo a esto, Kylian. Solo hay 4 jugadores en la historia del Real Madrid que han marcado 4 goles en un partido de Copa de Europa. Di Stéfano, Puskás, Cristiano y tú. Vaya honor estar en este grupo, ¿no?
Sí, buena compañía, ¿eh? Son jugadores que han marcado la historia del Real Madrid, que han marcado una época aquí en Madrid. Es un honor para mí de ser parte de esta lista, pero como lo he dicho, yo acabo de llegar aquí hace un año, al final tengo que hacer muchas cosas para estar con este tipo de jugador que han hecho mucho para el Real Madrid, pero estoy en el camino de hacer grandes cosas y es mi sueño más grande.
Now I want to know what you think. What does this match say about Xabi Alonso's future? Comment down below. I really want to read your opinion. And of course, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because here you'll always see what no one else shows about Real Madrid.